Good evening, everybody. So I am outside in my backyard in the woods and doing the final sleep test. So I am going to blow up my replacement Nemo Tensor mattress with my new flex tail pump, and I have this lovely lantern to keep everything lit. I have my hot water bottle to keep my feet warm, and I will show you all of my setup after I get everything all situated in my sleeping in my hammock here. So right now I just have the hammock, and I have this closed cell foam pad with the silver side up, and I will show you what the rest of it looks like in just a second, so stay tuned. Alright, so here's my setup. My brand new Nemo mattress that is the first time I'm using it. I've got my fleece liner. I've got my Outdoor Vitals quilt and my lovely lantern, and I have the hot water bottle inside, and then I'm gonna blow up my Nemo Pillow Elite pillow and climb inside. So wish me luck, everybody, and hopefully I will not see you until morning, because I will be in a deep slumber tonight. It's supposed to be around I think it's supposed to get down to 27 degrees. It's 33 right now, and it actually feels a little warmer than that, but we'll see. Right now I feel pretty warm. I've got my puffy coat on and a hat and all that jazz. So I think it's going to be a good night though, overall. So I will see you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. So I'm still in my hammock, and it is actually 5:30 in the morning, and I made it through the whole night. So I would say this is a definite success. This is the first time I've made it all the way through the night, and I was comfortable. I had to take my hat and coat off because I was a little warm. Yeah, so I think this was a great night. It is raining now, so I'm going to start packing my stuff up, and I will give you guys a full review a little bit later in the morning after I've got everything packed up. So yeah, stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. It's finally daylight out, and I just wanted to do a review of how last night went. So it did snow and rain and just a nasty wintry mix, but I was warm and cozy in my hammock, in my new quilt, the Outdoor Vitals 0 degree quilt. It was awesome. It was so nice. The only complaint I had was I did not pull out the sides on my tarp. As you can see, there's these tabs here that they're used to pull it out, and I had a lot of caving in going on, so it got a little moist in there, which is why I ended up getting up at 5:30 this morning, just because I didn't want to ruin my brand new quilt. Some news. I think I may be leaning towards giving up on the idea of the hammock. I'm looking at a Nemo Hornet Osmo, I think is what it's called. It weighs a bit less than my hammock setup, and I think I just like the idea of being able to spread my gear out under a shelter, and I can't really do that with the tarp. It's extremely roomy, but I still have to lay everything out on the ground, and I'm not crazy about that, especially when it's wet and snowy and whatnot. Also, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed on any of my other videos, I don't know if I can really capture it on this, but the hammock setup takes up a lot of space. There is a lot of space being taken up there. And then to add on the pillows for the sides, let me show you that again. These little tabs right here, once you pull those out, that keeps the tarp off of the hammock, especially when it's like windy or raining or whatever. And then you've got to tie them out, so you're taking up almost quadruple the space that you would normally take, and already the setup is taking up twice as much space as a tent would. And you have to find the right trees, and they have to be spaced out just right. It's a lot. And hammocks, I love them. I love my hammock to pieces. I really do. I just don't know if it would be the best choice for the long-term backpacking that I'm gonna do on the AT. So I'll let you know what I decide, and if I do end up getting a tent, I guess I'll do another sleep test in the backyard before I hit the trail, but I'll be making that decision fairly soon. I'm looking at used ones because I really can't afford to buy a brand new one, especially after splurging on that quilt, which I'm in love with. It's like one of the best purchases ever. So the reason I'm looking for like the Hornet, my son actually did the AT with his, and that's what we bought him one. It was on sale, but that was 4 years ago. And he loves it, and he's still using it now. And that's, maybe it was 5 years ago. I think it was 5 years ago, actually. And he's still using it, still loves it. And I think he's going to be bringing that out with him. It's a 2-person. The one I'm looking at, well, I'm torn between the 2-person and the 3-person. 3-person seems excessive, but the weight difference isn't that much. So it might be worth it just so that I can use it for more than just the Appalachian Trail, and I'll have enough room in there when like my daughter comes out to visit on the trail. She can sleep with me. My husband, when he comes out on the trail and sleeps with me, we can all sleep together, which is another downside to hammock camping, because you can't sleep together in that. So and the body heat keeps you warm, so another plus for tents. Yeah, so we'll see what I decide, but last night overall was a huge success. If I do stick with the hammock, I do need to remember to tie out the sides, and be a hog of space, unfortunately, but that's how you use it. So yeah, so if I don't get the tent for whatever reason, money or otherwise, I'll just stick with my hammock setup and call it good and just deal with it. So the only complaint that I had last night was that the sides were caving in, and there was a little bit of condensation that was dripping down on me, but that didn't really happen until like 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. So other than that, it worked out really well. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.